drives in the 2 runs, gets us the lead early, extends it in the 4th or 5th, whatever inning that was, and that's all we needed. Well, I mean, Kolek was outstanding. The whole pitching staff, Lynch, Ursig, I mean, they clutched up big time. It was like we talked about before the game, was pound the zone, a ton of ground balls, trust your stuff. We played good defense behind him. I know it was a lot of early contact. I mean, he was out there in the 7th with 75, 76 pitches, something like that. So going after him, and his stuff is plenty good. It's not like he has to be tricky. I mean, he's throwing 94, 95 mile-an-hour sinkers.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. It's Monday, May 18th, 2026. Today on the show, we will talk to Bob Herrig about the PGA Championship. We'll talk to Aaron Borgman, who comes on the show with us from time to time to talk about injuries and recovery from injuries. And we're going to talk to him about the video of Patrick Mahomes and his golf swing and what that means in relation to his recovery from knee surgery and preparation to be hopefully ready for week 1 of the NFL season. But there's been a lot said and a lot discussed, and I'd like to talk to somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, and that would be Aaron Borgman at 7:30, just to get his perspective from someone who worked in the NFL for a decade and a half or a long, long time, and has worked for the Chiefs and has worked with Patrick Mahomes. So great source of information at 7:30. Former Major League pitcher Scott Carroll will be in studio in the 8 o'clock hour. So we got all that rolling for you today. Supposed to be some wild weather. So maybe, Todd, if you're willing, if you'd like, I can shoot a text message to Gary Lezak and see if he wants to call in the 9 o'clock hour and give us a rundown.
I'm interested in the weather tonight.
He's very excited.
Monday night is my ballpark night.
Oh, well.
I'll just tell you this right now, Jake. I'm not laying around for 4 hours of rain delay. You may not have postgame tomorrow.
Well, don't you want to hear from Gary maybe to find out exactly what the situation is?
I think it's supposed to be late night storms.
Hopefully.
He was, he's been posting since 3 in the morning, so.
Ready to go.
He's very excited.
Needed a little bit of rain, though. I'm glad we got a little rain.
But it's no joke when it comes to possible tornadoes.
Yeah.
And so that's nothing to joke about at all.
Yeah, I've assigned myself Monday nights at the ballpark because there aren't very many Monday nights. But when there are Monday nights, I'm like, yeah, Monday's a day, huh?
Right.
Good morning. And then we'll see how long it goes. The last Monday night game I worked was the longest game the Royals had played this year. And it was like 3 hours and 50 minutes long. When it was 1-0, ended up being 7-5. Remember that mess? That 1-0 game where the Royals blew it in the ninth, and then it turned into a whole bunch of runs. I was almost out of there. It was also, I think, the day after my first day back from vacation, so I was a little jet lagged and weird. I probably shouldn't have been there, but that's the way it works.
That is the way it works, Todd.
They need to get this winning streak going, though. They've won a game. Is everything all right since they won?
I mean, it's a lot better.
It's better. It would have been a really, really, really bad road trip.
The negativity was overwhelming after all of these losses continued to mount, but they did win. The Royals did win 2-0 over the Cardinals. And so that was good because I was not looking forward to talking about the Royals or baseball.
With a 6-game road trip loss on all of it, you didn't want to do that?
I mean, look, they're still in last place in the Central. 5.5 games behind the Guardians.
You know what, though? I mean, they just lost 6 games in a row and didn't lose a ton of space on it. So, by the way, they still haven't scored 6 runs as we check in since the
Jinx?
The jinx.
Since the switch?
Yep.
Since the
they beat Cleveland 6-2, and that was the last day. And then the next day, they scored 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 5, 2, 4, 2, 2.
Since the backpedal.
Yep.
The backpedal jinx.
Well, the conversation around the Royals hasn't been just the losses. I mean, when they lose so much, then people look for scapegoats and where to point the finger. And most people have pointed their finger at Matt Quachero. And even people that have just blindly supported Matt Quachero, like Randy Jazirli, finally turned on him yesterday when Kaggs
came out,
Kaggs wasn't in the lineup against a right-hander in favor of Lane Thomas, who really doesn't hit anybody.
Lane Thomas is not a fan favorite.
Well,
and he's probably a nice guy.
It's not his fault, but it's like
he didn't ask to bat third.
Quachero gets these toys, gets these players that he uses too much. Like Lane Thomas is not supposed to be in the lineup this much.
Yeah.
When I said I liked them signing Lane Thomas, I did not expect him or want him to be in the lineup every day. I never thought that I would talk about Lane Thomas hitting third. You know, and again, it's not just about Lane Thomas, but it's about the handling of Jack Caglione, which has now become an issue. And look, I try to get as much information as I can from people that I trust, the people that know what's going on. So, because look, this is no big news flash. Okay, this is we do not need the breaking news sounder for this. But X, formerly known as Twitter, is filled with irrational dumbasses. Loaded with them. There's no shortage. Okay? You know, name callers, people that for whatever reason are not satisfied with their normal lives, and so they take on a different persona and they hide behind an X handle, or they hide behind a nameless, faceless account and immediately take to social media and call people names.
Because again, Twitter ain't real, and it's just a bunch of bullcrap thrown on message boards.
Eli Drinkwitz, or just like the rage bait, just whatever, and it makes them feel better about what they see in the mirror. It makes them feel better about their lives. Then that's great. They're getting something out of it. But you can't sit there and get all wrapped up in the opinions of people who won't even put their name next to it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't put your name next to it, it's like, I don't care what you say.
Put your name on it.
I don't care what you say. I really don't. It'd be like if you're walking down the street and you just hear voices from the sky. Trust me, I've heard voices before. But if you're just here, and what do you care? Like you said, people you don't know and you don't care about. What do you care what they think about you?
I don't.
Why would I care? And so but it's been brutal for the like. I just am a bystander watching. Like, I retweeted Rainey's comments about his criticism of Matt Quachero not starting Caglione yesterday.
Right.
And I didn't comment anything. And then a couple people there's always a few that comment, KC Media is afraid to ask Quattrero tough questions. So there you go. Fastball to you, Todd. They want you to ask about Cags tonight and why he's not in the lineup more often.
Okay.
But he's not going to tell you. He's not. What do you think he's going to say? I'm sure you'll ask. You ask plenty of questions.
He said after the game, there's some data stuff. I mean, who knows, man? Here's the deal. There, in my opinion, I'm an old school whatever. I think you should just kind of like bat your lineup and do it. But I understand that there's new information, analytics, all these different things they look at. I do think sometimes they have too much information. But here's the deal. I don't know how they set the lineup, and I'm not.
I don't understand their handling of Cags, and I don't agree with it. But I'm not going to resort to name calling.
Yeah.
I'll call Jake names. I'll call you names, but, no one else. But, like, I'm just watching this on my feed, and people are calling each other idiots and morons and F you and F. I'm just going
about a lineup.
This. And I got to the point where I was laughing about it. Because, and by the way, let me tell you this. Let me tell you my weekend. I had a full weekend. 8 parties I had to take these girls to.
What do you get, grad party weekend?
7 grad parties and 1 birthday party. And I went to 1, 2.
What are you going to do when it's their grad party here?
We've already talked about this. It's going to be, we're going to have a dual party, 2 floors, 2 themes. It's going to be insane what we have to do. So.
You have people at the house?
Nope. Never. I think I might utilize
some spaces.
325.
Yeah.
The 2 floors, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Anyway, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
But
they got to graduate first.
I'm taking pictures of everything.
You're running around doing stuff.
And no, I'm taking pictures to get ideas for next year. But I wanted to go to the grad parties of girls that I coached. Mm-hmm. Because the girls always played up a year in grade school, my beloved 7th and 8th grade team.
They're graduating.
My undefeated conference champions, they're leaving. And that was...
Did you get emotional?
I got emotional several times. And each time... Like, especially when they said, I want to take a picture with Coach.
Oh.
I'm like... And so, you know what? I had a great weekend. I went to...
Spoiled by Twitter Royals?
I went to an opening. Jake, Todd, let me tell you something. I got a new, wonderful restaurant and spot for us to go and enjoy delicious foods and drinks. Friday, we went to Joe's Next Door. All right,
Is it next door?
Next door to Joe's Kansas City, the gas station location. Okay, remember where Taco Republic used to be?
Yeah.
Now it's Joe's Next Door, and it'll be open to the public on Tuesday. Oh, it's barbecue, but it's other things. Let me tell you something, guys. Look at me, guys. It is fantastic. It is wonderful. They have some brisket tacos that Richie and I took a bite, and we just started laughing.
They're too good.
With some onions and peppers. We just started laughing. It was so good. They were so delicious.
Next door.
Oh, Joe's Next Door. Jake, because I was thinking about you will love it so much. You will love those damn tacos so much. You will love, there's so many, there's some new items mixed with the old. Fried chicken Z-Man. Deebs was like, what is you talking about? Oh, let me tell you, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That Friday night was wonderful. It was wonderful. Wonderful. I cannot tell you enough good things about Joe's Next Door. And it's going to be open 7 days a week.
Even better.
So you're fixing for, wanting the Z-Man on Sunday. Now you can get it. It was so good. And then all the graduation parties were so good. But like in between, but some graduation parties, the girls would just go in, make an appearance, give a card.
If you got to go to too many of them, you can't stay long.
But I'd stay in the car, and I'm looking at Twitter. And I'm looking like yesterday. I'm looking at these people fighting because I keep getting notifications, and none of them are me. They're all cussing each other out, all about kegs.
The lineup.
All about kegs. And so then I start reaching out to people, and this is what I'll say. All right, and I haven't even been told everything, but I had a couple people tell me, and you can take whatever you want from this, you know. And this is something that we must remind ourselves, because I need to remind myself this too, okay? Sometimes there are things that the fans and even the media don't know about, that they do, that they can't talk about, that affect baseball decisions. And it's not just a manager. They go, I'm going to sit this guy today. We don't know everything going on in someone's life. We don't know everything going, you know, a guy can be nursing an injury, but they don't want to talk about it, and the manager's trying to protect the player. There could be something going on in someone's personal life that they're not going to just announce and talk about, and the manager's trying to protect the player. There could be, just think of a list of reasons why a guy maybe couldn't play in a baseball game on a certain day. And the manager's not going to say, oh, by the way, so-and-so's not playing because of this. Because the manager's going to take the bullet and just not, because some things aren't open to the media or to fans. And I was just told, hey, remember, sometimes they know information that we don't know, that they don't release, and it's not always about, I'm just gonna bench this guy today because of analytics, or I'm just, you know. And so,
listen, is it a baseball fan's right to know everything? No, probably not. I'll say this: I think earlier this year, Matt Quatrero learned a lesson with probably being too honest about Carter Jensen, you know, oversleeping.
Too honest with Salvi.
Yes, and with
saying that Salvi need a mental break, and Salvi was like, the hell I do.
So I think he's, you know, because had Carter Jensen, you know, didn't say he overslept that one day and didn't play because of that, then he wouldn't have caught all the crap about, you know, alarm clocks and all this stuff. And then Salvi, the other one, like you said. So I think maybe he's learning to just not say everything. This is how we live across the parking lot with the Chiefs.
Listen,
they don't tell us everything.
We live in a town where the starting left tackle was gone for a month, and most people don't even know why.
Yeah. So, who knows? Just relax. It's a baseball game. It's a lineup.
But
Matt
do you understand what I mean? And that's not a cop-out. That's somebody that would know told me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, just reminder.
It's not
Sometimes there are other factors, and the fans don't know about it, and the media don't know about it, and they're not gonna.
Just not gonna. And we'd love to know everything.
Yeah, I want to know it all. What are you gonna do? No, tell us.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna tell you. No, tell us. Oh, I mean, okay. So that said, overall for the season, I don't agree with the way they've handled Kegs. Now, I hope everything's cool with him. I hope he's healthy. I hope it's not a whatever it is, okay? But I hope we find out why they've been so reluctant to have him in the lineup every year. And then I hope it's a oh, okay moment where it makes sense. Because this didn't start for me today. Jake, how much did I talk about this last week? I don't agree with how they're bringing him along. And I also understand that I could be wrong.
He has played in almost every game.
Right. But, but I like to see, like, a young player, I like to see him sink or swim. Yeah. I know there's some tough lefties. Like, I don't need to see him against Chris Sale. I get it. There's certain guys you don't want him in there against.
And, listen, I know one of my friends was texting me, he played first base in the SEC. He can come in and play first base on a game. Let Vinny DH.
Yeah, well, he pitched in the SEC too, and we don't need to see him do that.
Yeah.
Or maybe we do.
Well, maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
But does this make sense?
Here's the
It's,
deal.
you know?
I don't pretend to know everything that's going on why someone is in or out of a game, and I think in this situation, it's 1 of 162. They actually won the game.
And
I get that people
Right.
are rallying around being mad at Q because of the way he handles bullpen or lineups he puts out there or whatever, and everyone's an expert on Twitter, so have your fun with it.
But I
I
appreciate
guess
being
but
told,
it's not not for me.
I appreciate being told something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't, I'm going to look like a dummy, so I don't look like a complete dummy. And it's a reminder, like, oh, it's not all just about stats, and not everyone's available, or not everyone can play on a certain day, even though you might not see anything on the injury report or the IL or whatever else. And so it's just a reminder, because there have been times. I mean, there have been times when I remember a couple of years ago when I don't think I can even go that deep into it. There was a player for a team that was gone, and we didn't know why, and then I found out why, and I go, oh, okay, well that's serious,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not gonna say anything because I was asked not to say anything, and it's none of my business, and it was a private, personal matter, and I tend to respect private, personal matters with people. It's not my place.
Point is this.
And people can disagree with that, but that's
People love to
That's how I
get
feel.
fired up and excited about the oddest things, but
right. But I'll tell you, the bigger problem has been the lack of production from 3 and 4 from
yeah.
Vinny and Salvi. And Salvi finally hit a home run yesterday. But overall, and that can't erase everything else. Overall, they have been the worst 3 and 4 hitters in Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who needs to sit down a little bit more often? I hate to say this because I love him. You know who needs to sit down more often? Vinny Pasquantino.
Yeah. He's played all but 2 games this year.
You know, if you're going to tell me that Kaggs or Jensen need to take a break against a lefty, well, you know what? Who does Vinny need to take a break against?
Mm-hmm.
So just be consistent with how you're handling players, because just to blindly continue, and maybe the patience will pay off, and that's what they're hoping for. That's what they're betting on, that all of a sudden 3 and 4 will start hitting like 3 and 4. But if you want to circle the biggest problem with this baseball team so far, 3 and 4 have been hitting like pitchers.
Yeah, I mean they're batting 200 basically.
You've had the production of 2 pretty good hitting pitchers at 3 and 4, and that's not a joke. The lack of production in the 3 and 4 hole from Vinny and Salvi is startling.
Mm-hmm.
And today is probably not the best day to bring that up because Salvi hit a 2-run home run yesterday, and that was it. But still, overall, when you look at those numbers, like, well, there's problem number 1. And, it's like, okay, Q, you're willing to play the shell game and shuffle everything around everywhere else. Why don't you do some shuffling there? Oh, what do you want? We talked about it. I don't know. Throw Collins in at leadoff. Bump Garcia down to the 3-hole. Do something. Like that meme.
Or like you say,
kid with a stick, poke the, hey, do something.
You always say more Lane Thomas.
I have not said that at all. I haven't said it once.
No.
Incorrect.
You've
maybe
thought it
misheard
probably.
you.
Yeah, maybe you did.
Incorrect.
So,
The point is this. We're joking earlier. It's been, 11 straight games or whatever, whether it's a jinx or not, that they haven't scored 6 runs. That's not good, and
gotta
a
be
lot
a
of that
jinx.
is because their 3 and 4 hitters aren't hitting. I mean, right now, your precious WAR stat that you love so much, they've got Bobby, Mikel, the only guys with over 1 of WAR, and like Salvi's minus 0.4. I mean that's if you're playing 45 games and you're minus in WAR, you probably shouldn't be batting number 4 every night when you play.
just look at their slash line.
Oh, they're OPSing at 600 or barely.
You don't need an analytics department up on the next floor to hey, we've just figured something out. 3 and 4 aren't productive enough. Like, oh, really? Which computer spit that information out for you? We'll take a break. Back after this on WHB. Welcome back to New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you. Yes, Jake, to answer your question, last night after a wonderful weekend that included our outstanding dinner at Joe's Next Door on Friday night, and then our gauntlet of 8 graduation parties, which were all wonderful. By the way, shout out to my former players that I coached that have now graduated. Aaron, Reagan, Brianna, Olivia. Coach is proud of you. Now go to college and kick ass. And remember, don't be afraid to shoot the 3 if you're open. You don't have to look at me.
Just shoot it.
You don't have the play call doesn't have to be for you. If you are
If it's
open,
open, take
if
it.
the shot is
Yeah.
open, if
Take
you
it.
have an open 3,
Take it.
I want you to take the shot. I'll only be upset if you don't shoot the ball if you're open. If you're open, shoot the ball. Which means if you have an opportunity to make something happen, take the 3. And you're going to be successful. Yes, it was very sad for me,
You're a mess.
Todd. I am a mess. But it was very gratifying. It was very exciting to talk to all the families and see how everyone's all fired up. A lot of kids going to Missouri State,
Yeah?
I've noticed. A lot of kids going to Missouri State. Very reasonable tuition, and
And they've got a Buc-ee's.
they've got a D1 football program
Yes,
with
that's right.
our friend Coach Casey Woods,
Yeah.
who Jake, go ahead and book him on the show coming up soon. Want to hear how he's doing as he continues to build that program. A couple kids going to K-State,
Got Scott Carroll on here every week talking
That's
about
right.
Missouri State.
loves it. No, a lot of kids get, going down there to take over Springfield. Get it done, kids. All right. Yes, Jake, to wrap up the weekend, Susan and I did watch episode 1 of Dutton Ranch. And I told you that because of your instruction, I haven't watched Marshall's because you said it wasn't good.
Night and day difference.
Okay, you said it was, but I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Yeah, I want you to try.
But
Just watch one
you
episode.
You were very
Yeah.
aggressive in telling me
The
you're
Marshall's
not gonna
is
like
like on CBS.
it. Yeah,
and
Right.
you're not gonna like it.
It's like
Dutton Ranch is on Paramount Plus. So
Right.
it's a different feel,
Dutton
right?
Ranch has the exact same feel as
Dutton
Yellowstone and
Ranch.
1923 and 1889.
I told you that I just need a show with Rip and Beth.
And Carter.
I need, that he's fine, but Beth,
So I should watch this one.
he ain't whipping nobody's ass like that. That's overdone.
He's grown up.
I don't know. That's Rip's boy. If you've been raised by a Rip, you're gonna have. Yeah.
He ain't gonna take that guy down like that. That was a little much. That guy was out there
I'll try it.
wrestling steers and everything else.
I mean, he caught him by surprise.
I've had enough of
Okay.
most of these shows, but I'm going to try this show.
But I'm going to tell you right now. Yes, Carter. But I feel like they're going to spend. It's going to get to the point where they spend too much time with him and that new gal, and it's going to take away from what I want.
We just rip.
And what I want it's Rip, and they've already within one episode they've established villains that you already hate.
And new heroes that you already love.
That's exactly. Annette Bening
Ed Harris
is the main villain. Ed Harris is a good character. I think they'll develop.
Everett.
But I mean, right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing even close to that in Marshall's. Like, that star power. Like, they've invested in this. This is part of the, like, I feel like they kind of push Marshall's like, hey, you're going to be like a CSI or NCIS.
Right.
Or,
So It's a
It's
formulaic show that like
it's-
you're used to on CBS.
Right. It's a CBS throwaway.
Well,
Which
they put it on
was-
Sunday night after 60 minutes. I mean, it's
It
getting
was
good
super
numbers and everything.
disappointing to me.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to have the standard of the Yellowstone quality production, and it just doesn't. And that's
They got this no good. This no good son of a bitch named John Will on here.
you know he's
Oh, yeah.
a bad guy.
Oh, he's a bad.
He's from.
guy.
You remember him from Terminal List?
Yeah. Oh, he's been in.
Yeah.
He's in many things.
Oh, that scene at the gas station. Oh boy.
I remember him from Divergent.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was in one of the Terminators. He's been in everything.
Yeah.
He was in Suicide Squad.
Unsavory character.
Oh, he's a great villain. And I don't want to say too. Yeah, the gas station scene was great. That was great. No,
All
but
right.
it
I'll
was.
watch it.
That's how I knew. I was like, okay, this is it.
And they're dropping them every week. Is that the deal?
Did they? Are there two available right now?
There's two. I watched both of
Okay, I
them.
haven't watched the second one. We're gonna watch the second one tonight, probably.
All right.
Watched both of them.
But that lived up. No. That exceeded my expectations. Episode 1. But it's very simple. If you love Rip and Yellowstone, then you'll love this. If you didn't like Rip and Yellowstone, then you won't like this. But this was. I wanted it to be like a 4 stars out of 5, and it was 6, and that's not even real. That's not even possible. It was that good.
You say it's 6, it's 6.
Because I was mad. I was hot to trot with these no good ranchers down there.
The 10 pedal.
The 10 pedal.
10 pedal.
I mean, right off the bat, no good.
No good.
You know what?
Yeah, but I tell you what,
I kind of like the brother though.
Rip will clean up that town. Joaquin.
That's what he
Yeah,
does.
I kind of like Joaquin. I mean,
We'll see. Well, he's up against it. He's
Right.
Not,
I
he
feel-
might end up being a good guy.
I feel bad for him.
He's in a no-win situation.
Got a
But Annette Bening,
Got a crappy
Ed
family.
Harris. You don't think those are?
Stars.
A-listers.
This is it's interesting.
I really
don't,
loved it.
You know how I don't even know what I pay for Paramount Plus. I pay
You know,
something.
someone like you doesn't care what they pay
I
for
don't-
anything.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
It's
I'm
dirty
on an
money.
annual redo or whatever, so it's pretty reasonable, I think, for the whole thing. But they put some
It's like
real
$8.99.
money. You talking about those
What do you get? UFC
people
fights
in those
now?
in those shows? You know,
Paramount's legit.
yeah, it's big time because those are expensive shows to make. They don't look cheap.
Oh, he was in Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise, the movie.
When they somehow, Jack Reacher's a
John
monstrous
McClane's
character.
son, Jack, in A Good Day to Die Hard.
Oh yeah.
And Tom Cruise is 5'6". Jack Reacher's supposed to be like 6'6".
You know, it's Hollywood, dude.
Use your imagination.
Right.
Yeah. Suspend it. Hey, I do want to say congrats to Kansas Jayhawks baseball.
Hey, how
Won
about
the
it?
Big 12.
How about it?
We do have the coaches show on tonight at 6, and then we will. They got a double bye. You know where the Big 12 baseball tournament's going to be,
I
Steven?
do.
Where?
Surprise, Arizona, at the Royals and Rangers Stadium.
It's the Big 12!
Pretty cool.
So they've got the double bye. 12 teams make the Big 12 baseball tournaments. They got a couple that didn't make it because there are 2 Big 12 teams that don't play baseball. And if you didn't finish in the top 12, you don't get to go. But Kansas looks like, I mean, this is the Big 12 tournament. They're going to be in the NCAA tournament, may even host a regional. That would be pretty good for them out there. Congrats to them.
They're going to go to the College World Series, aren't they?
That's going to be tough sledding. They're a good team, but making the College World Series is difficult. You have to get through a regional and then a super regional, and those super regionals are rough. You end up, I mean, the Big 12, winning the Big 12 is an accomplishment. I'm not going to take anything away from it,
Yeah, don't take anything away from it, Todd.
but I'm about to say it ain't the SEC. SEC baseball is ridiculous, and if they end up having to, go on the road to some SEC regional, super regional, it will be really hard. But they're good. They hit the ball over the wall, pitch a little bit, and it's fun to see them win that. And now the Big 12. This is the first time I think they've played this thing in Surprise. I was looking at the game times, like, what is going on? It was Mountain Time. I'm like, where are they playing this? Oh, Surprise. Surprise, surprise. It's out there. And the SEC baseball tournament gets going this week as well. Congrats as well to UCM Mules. They've made it through to a super regional in the Division II baseball. they had fallen apart near the end of the year, and then all of a sudden they just went down and won their regional, and now they're going to get to host a super regional.
Either of you guys watch that fight on Saturday night?
I watched it Sunday morning as I rewound back, and
All 17 seconds of it I did.
Blink.
First of all, I got a question. What the people complaining about this? What did you think was going to happen? This woman that Ronda Rousey fought told you she just lost 100 pounds and hasn't fought in 17 years. Not 7.
I can't believe that's been 17 years.
Right.
17.
She was a thing.
Right.
Gina Carano?
Yeah. Like, wild.
Yeah.
But
She's an actress now.
What did you expect?
She's in The Mandalorian. She's an
And,
actress.
and one of the promoters is Jake Paul.
Yeah, right. That's all you
What
need to know.
do you expect? First of all, when he's involved, there's a good chance that it's fixed. How many times do you have to watch this and watch something he's involved with? And if Anthony Joshua could have knocked him in the next week in the first round if they'd have let him. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna get into all this. It's so stupid. But I watched it because I knew,
Yeah, it's like watching a movie.
Well, the other part of it too is
it's like watching
You're not watching
people that were number one, and people get mad when I say this, but UFC lacks the star power that it had years ago, and a lot of the best fighters are international fighters that don't exactly resonate with the American fight fan.
Right.
Okay.
It's global,
and so that's why everyone's still all hot and horny because Dana White just announced Conor McGregor's coming back.
Right, and he's old.
And I don't know, how much cocaine this guy has to do,
Whiskey.
and how many times he has to go and get his ass kicked in the cage. But guess what? He's still the biggest draw they got.
He's the draw,
which is fine.
I'll be shocked if he makes it in the cage.
Yeah.
I'll be
how many
shocked.
times have we go down this road?
No, I'm not. I don't believe
because
it.
they're so starved for a guy like that because that's still the star power. And Ronda Rousey, people that watch that wanted to reminisce about when she was headlining UFC cards, and
which was a long time ago as well.
Something. And this pains me to say this. Nate Diaz has no business being in a cage anymore.
Yeah, that's bad. That was bad.
Mike Perry beat the living hell out of him.
Yeah. His corner
and
had
it was like old school NWA 1970s wrestling, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes with the NWA title, and there was blood everywhere. It was hard to watch. But there's such a desire to see the heroes of yesterday and to go see them go one more time.
Well, the other side of it too is now, you can't. No one probably signed up for Netflix to get this fight.
Francis Ngannou almost murdered a guy that had no business being in the cage with him.
That is a little scary if something tragic happened in one of these things.
He hit this guy so hard, this guy was reaching for an alarm clock that wasn't there to turn it off. It's a bit like, and then people out, I'm outraged. Outraged by what? You just watched Ronda Rousey, who hadn't fought in years, fight a woman that just lost 100 pounds and hadn't fought in 17 years.
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen?
And you didn't pay $60 for it.
And the guy that's walking around promoting is Jake Paul.
Yeah. The economics of Netflix, the numbers are so huge of how many people pay Netflix, per month. The numbers are monstrous. So they have all this money, and I don't know if they'll end up thinking these things are worth it to have, because I don't think, like I said, I don't think people are signing up to Netflix to get this thing. You know what I mean? I don't think they had 1 million people sign up.
No, but I promise you.
There were commercials in it too. But that's how they make.
They have
money.
A lot of people sign up for Raw on Netflix when they drop that, and this is the same audience.
Right. So
now they're gonna have Home Run Derby on Netflix now.
And when they've got Major League Baseball's first game was. They're gonna have a couple more games on Christmas. I get
football,
that part of it.
No, they've been able to attract some people. I bet this has been.
Well, I mean,
my point is, like, I think people signed up to watch the National Football League on Christmas a couple years ago. I don't know if they signed up to watch.
I know a ton.
Ronda Rousey
A ton of people signed up when Mike Tyson fought.
Yes,
That
like,
ton
but
was
like
different.
and they complain about that. Like,
Right.
what do you expect?
But if you signed up for it, the monthly fee is still less than when you used to pay $60 or something more for a pay-per-view and the fight.
Oh, pay-per-view hadn't been $60 for 30 years. I mean, those things are $99.
Well, I mean, even back
like
when you paid
UFC not
$50,
now, because now you just
there
get them
were
on
times when
Paramount.
you know, the number of
Yeah.
people who bought, you know, Mike
Right.
Tyson and Spinks
Well,
in a 90-second fight. You know,
boxing
what?
is still like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But UFC now is on
It's on
Paramount
Paramount
Plus,
Plus.
and it's
It's just part of the deal. I wonder. I do think there's eventually going to be some bubble that breaks. It's just some of these things just aren't worth it. I don't know. Who knows where that is? The bubble eventually, like we've seen happen with Live Golf.
Yeah.
You know, eventually they're like, "This is not worth our time.
But-
We're giving
but
all this
like-
money."
And they're
I
taking
don't
the money
know.
back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with all these things.
I watched it. I gambled on it. I won. But I also knew what to expect. But I can't wrap my head around people that watch. I can't believe this happened. Like, well, you can't believe what happened.
Any one of these combat sports, you better be ready
But
for
like,
whatever.
you can't believe what happened? Huh? I can't believe a lady that hasn't fought in 17 years went in there and really wasn't ready to fight. Wow. Stunning. You know? And she's also not as skilled as Ronda Rousey. And she also put up zero resistance.
She made a mistake trying to go towards her.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was all rehearsed. There was
Who
It
knows?
was rehearsed.
But I'm not like all upset about it because you know what I wanted? I wanted to sit there with my wife and watch Ronda Rousey walk to the ring like the old days because me and my wife had great times watching her fight, going
Remember
to
the
meet
time that
her.
Ronda Rousey was on the phone with you and she loved you?
She's on the phone here with me. We went and met her at a book signing and hung out with her because my friend Victor was in a movie with her. And so it's great. And walked down memory lane. But Susan goes, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I said, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Because by the time you get back, this will be over.
Over.
And it was. She goes, you weren't kidding. I said, no, I wasn't.
I fell asleep. I had it on. I was but I fell asleep long before it started. And I woke up Sunday morning and I wonder what happened. And I went to my Netflix and it had stopped where I fell asleep, I guess, or whatever, when the TV turned off. And I fast forwarded it. And I saw the intros, and then they were talking. I said, "Oh, what?" And I rewound it. I'm like, "Goodness gracious, that was fast."
Dude, that whole thing, and I was going to text Jake. I said, but Jake probably knows this. Just do a quick little parlay. Francis Ngannou, Mike Perry, Ronda Rousey, get the old 20% boost and profit. And look, and like I had a friend of mine said, well, at least the Nate Diaz fight was good. Was it? I wouldn't really
That
call
was
it a
hard to
fight.
watch.
It was like,
Especially if you like Nate Diaz.
let's
at any
watch
point in time.
Mike Perry just
Yeah.
punch Nate Diaz repeatedly
With no
because
defense.
Nate Diaz will never give up, never quit, because he is one of the toughest individuals ever in combat sports. But just because he can take those punches doesn't mean he should.
Yeah.
And how much did he bleed?
Oh boy.
You
That was a
watched? Did you,
mess.
Jake?
Oh, yeah, that's
Like
why
when
it
you were
is.
watching that, we think, oh, this is
No. I mean, I like Nate Diaz.
It looked like old wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looked like
yeah.
somebody had pulled out a razor blade and
Yeah.
cut himself. It's like, no, it was.
Oh, some blood thinners.
And like,
Watch out.
I know a lot of people. Like Ariel Helwani just irritates me sometimes when he's interviewing Mike Perry after the fight. He goes, "Are you upset that the win wasn't more emphatic?" And I'm like, "How much more emphatic do you want this win to be? Like, what do you want to do to him?" And Mike Perry even looked at him like, "Well, I mean, I thought it was pretty emphatic."
Yeah, it's pretty convincing.
Right, question?
His corner called the fight.
Like, what kind of like what?
No,
do
he's
you
reaching.
wish this would have been more like what did you want him to do?
Knock
have
him out?
Have his head fall off?
Right.
Was that? Well, a bunch of people texted me about that, so I thought I'd get that off my chest. But it was what it was.
Yeah. It's
It
a big
was
deal.
what it was.
There's a lot of people watching that.
Yeah.
You were watching it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, the internet tells me something.
What?
Jamie Bluma's birthday.
Hey.
Bluma.
You trust the internet?
It's Facebook. He wouldn't lie. He put his birth date in.
I wish him happy birthday tomorrow.
He's going to come in here. Well, he could lie about his age. He says he's 54.
That's about right.
Seems right.
Bloom was 54. He don't look it, man.
It's like he's 46.
Looking good.
Acts like he's 39.
Acts like he's 22.
We'll take a break. Back after this on Sports Radio 810 WHB.